sport. We're coming up to midday, which means we're talking all things hockey with Michael Nielsen. Michael, how are you this morning, mate?
I'm very good, boys. How about yourselves?
Doing well, mate. Doing really well. Been a good morning so far, and only getting better.
It's going to be a big week, actually. I'll touch on this one off the top here, MVD and Michael.
What happened during the week, Brandon?
A very big week, I suppose, hockey-wise.
You got a phone call and something happened?
And you appear to be sitting very gingerly still.
Still.
It's been a very long week, fellas, and there's not enough ice in the ice bar.
Let the listeners know what's going on.
I may or may not have copped an absolute flogging by some of the best kids in the region on Monday night. I was invited down in one of the best stitch-ups of all time.
Hey, I had no say in this whatsoever. It was all the guy over here on my left.
Put my money where my mouth was and turned up to have a go at how hard can this hockey stuff really be. And let's just be honest, the outfield skills weren't great.
No, that's probably a fair comment.
But the in-goal skills weren't that bad.
Geez, very modest, isn't he?
Yeah. No,
how would you rate his performance on Monday night, Mick?
In terms of how he went, better than I expected.
Yeah.
A lot better than I expected. In terms of laying on the ground crying, not as good as I expected. I was expecting tears.
I think I only went to ground a couple of times, which probably wasn't too bad on my part.
I must admit, though, the funniest moment did happen after everybody had left. And it was just the three of us.
Yes, it did.
It was just the three of us sitting helping you get unpadded from the goalie gear. And let's just say cramp set in.
Cramp was really big, and I'm still feeling the effects of that. There's nothing you can do in the lower glute. You can't stretch it. You can't do anything to help it. You just got to let it.
We definitely weren't going to
help you rub it out.
No, not a chance.
I don't think I've ever seen two blokes quickly get their phone out to film someone with a cramp. So, I think it's been quite the week. And,
you're right, mate.
It was quite an interesting experience. But I tell you what, though, boys, we did manage to get the cameras out there. We had my camera out there, we had Michael's GoPro out there, and it has, brought about some excellent footage, I suppose, of my terrible hockey skills, the fantastic skills by the kids.
Yep.
And we're hoping to have that up on Facebook next Saturday. So
keep an eye out for that one coming up on our 1FM Super Saturday Sport Facebook page, and I'm sure the Goulburn Valley Hockey Association will be sharing that one out.
Oh, they definitely will, and the kids cannot wait to see the video.
It's going to be a touch long, but it is so worth watching the whole thing, because I don't think I'm struggling trying to edit it at the moment, trying to compile it into a video that is not going to bring a tear to everyone's eye, because it's so funny.
Inspirational.
Inspirational.
It's inspirational.
That's one word for it.
Hey, it's good promotion for the sport anyway, so let's get out there.
Absolutely loved it.
Get out
Probably
there
one of the best things I've done all season, so well done.
Nah, fantastic.
Fellas.
That didn't sound too positive there, Mick.
Oh, we'll see.
Speaking of how we got to this challenge, to Bob, the A-grade man, again, you've been playing in that one, didn't go down too well. It was actually a bit tense in the studio last week. You two were playing against each other. The result seemed positive at the start within the first 5 minutes of the game. Tui, what happened?
Yeah, well, the boys came out relatively well, I would have thought, Mick, in the first 5 minutes or so, and managed to
be your boys.
Our boys, yeah, I'll say our boys. Your guys were a little bit slow.
Yes,
but we managed to go up 1-0, which I think shocked about 22 people out on the pitch, and the handful of spectators that were watching as well, I think.
You did manage to pull, not long after that, the Richmond of 2016 and couldn't hold the lead, and the game may have slightly blown out of proportion.
You do realise we've just finished dealing with you and your big mouth, yes?
I'm finished.
We can have a go with senior players if you like.
I'm happy to have a go. Look, we're about to get belted later on, and we'll talk about that very soon with the rugby boys, and I'm sort of not really looking forward to that. But look, the game slightly blew out of proportion a little bit. Mooroophna played really hard all day, and the scoreline probably doesn't quite reflect the effort you guys put in. 13-1. It doesn't look good on paper, but at the end of the day, to take a lead against a side that probably will be playing in the grand final against Strikers, not to write the Chuka off early, but
that's my tip too, by the way.
That has to be a good feeling around the club.
Yeah, no, I think it was relatively good for that first bit. We need to work on what we can do to try and maintain the rage, I suppose you could say, a little bit, but Matt Irwin, absolutely unbelievable from SYC, 7 goals, and not like wouldn't blast them in either. He's getting into position where you can just end up just tapping
deflecting
it in.
Yeah. From your guys' point of view, the last three weeks have been fantastic. You've led strikers in a game that you did lose, but you led the ladder leaders. You had a very close loss, 5-0 against Echuca, and then leading SYC. So you're there or thereabouts. It's just the continuing on from that point. Getting the first goal, and you can't shut up shop with 70 minutes to go in a game.
No, that's exactly right.
You're quite a young side, though, aren't you, Tui?
Yeah, look, to be perfectly honest, I'm the second oldest on the pitch.
Yeah, right. So the age isn't really...
Third oldest, probably.
The age isn't there, so you got the kids that are coming through. So to run out a full 80 minutes isn't...
It's tough, but 70 minutes, but yeah.
Yeah, 70 minutes.
Sorry, fellas.
That's all right.
It's all right. We can't go that long.
I'll dust up on me.
Yeah, come on, mate.
Come on. Rules. Probably, what do we got? 3 games left. Tui, what's the chances of getting a B grade game before the end of the season? Yeah.
In B grade?
Well, I didn't say
this
A grade,
weekend?
did I?
This weekend?
This weekend, yeah. Possibly this weekend. Seeing what's going on. No, you could probably sneak in.
Yeah, I reckon.
I'm sure you could find a spot.
We might try and sneak a game before the end of the season.
I reckon if you're trying to sneak 3.
Wait, we are recording this, yeah?
Yes, I reckon.
Live to air.
No, I'm making sure.
I'll make it recorded. It is recorded in the background. Yeah.
Very good. 3 games to go. If you get him playing all 3, you might even be playing finals.
That's if we make finals. Yeah,
got to be in it.
We got our first win. We got our first win on the weekend from the men.
Well done.
Yeah, our B grade side received a forfeit from Euroa. Not so great from Euroa, but anyway.
I see your B grade haven't won a game all year either.
No, they've drawn a couple, but that's been about it. But anyway,
that's all right.
Let's move on. It's not the Mooroophna show. It's not the Mooroophna Hockey Club show. Let's move on to the other one.
SYC is sponsoring us.
Strikers and Shepparton pretty close game there, Mick. 4-3.
Yeah, both teams a little bit undermanned, but due to being on a Saturday, missing their stars. But they're now with the result of that game, it's 1-3. So very tight. Both fantastic teams. Strikers just showing that little bit extra class that they've got, even without their stars missing. They're just that little edge a bit better, and coming away with the points.
Hence why I reckon we think that it's going to be probably an SYC Strikers grand final later in the year.
It's good you're confident.
Well,
I'd like to see that semi-final, actually.
Nah, it wouldn't. You won't.
No?
You won't. I don't think.
The semis,
because it's a weird sort of setup in the GV Hockey. First goes straight through to the grand final, whereas 2 and 3 will play the playoff to get through.
Yeah. So the semi is likely to be SYC and Echuca in Shepparton. Yeah, but you never know. Strikers aren't secure on the top of the ladder. It's mathematically possible for them to not finish first. It's not unlikely as well. So
the math, I suppose the mathematicians out there and the statisticians have a fair bit left to encounter for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
in the amen side of things, yep. Except it's just in the way the top 3 finish.
Makes sense. Hey, women, fellas, some very big scores come out of the weekend there. Mooroophna Women took on the Strikers and give them a hiding at 6-0.
You mentioned this last week and how good the girls from Echuca are. The youngsters that are coming through and all that. I stayed and watched a little bit of that after our game, and you could see the skill level and the quickness that the Echuca side have compared to what the Strikers girls do.
Yeah, Echuca have just got natural talent and ability. It's not as well refined as Mooroophna's drill their workies, but with that much natural talent, you don't necessarily need to have set plays or formations or anything. You just go, there's the ball, put it in the back of the net, and between the 10 field players, they can work something out.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Strikers are a bit like the way our men are going in a lot of ways. So, trying to rebuild and trying to find players to get through. Yeah,
I've talked to a couple of Strikers players, and they've only had one game this year where they've actually fielded a full 11 players on the field. Yeah. Haven't had a bench all year, 9 or 10 players most weeks, which makes it
tough. Really
which
hard.
Is tough.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on there. But they keep putting inside out there on the park, and good luck to them.
Well done. The Mooroophna Women had another very big result there.
It surprised me actually the result out of this one, because it was also played Sunday morning. So to see a 7-1 win, Mooroophna Women don't generally score that heavy.
I was watching this game quite closely because I was umpiring it. Mooroophna just wanted the ball more. So if there was a 50-50 ball there, Mooroophna were making it a 75-25 their way, and SYC was pretty much just letting them do that rather than trying to turn that loose ball into a contest and try and win that and then win more contests up the ground. Once they got on a little bit of a roll, Mooroophna just kept on going.
Yeah. Okay. Looking at B grade, Brandon?
B grade for sure. Tui, Michael, SYC knocked over Benalla 2-1.
Good result, that one.
Yeah, it's
for the Scorchers.
Very good result there. Looking very handy for the ladder in terms of trying to beat the teams above you or the teams that are around you. Yeah.
And Echuca 2-0 over Strikers in that one as well, in the B grade side as well.
Yeah, Echuca's B men team is very young, like their A grade team, but the skill level between the A and the B grade is very, very close. There's guys who could play either side of that divide, depending on the week and who's in form.
Yeah. No, and we just spoke about Aurora unfortunately not getting enough numbers.
We can't just skip over the fact that Mooroophna's B men did get a win, so
yeah, well,
congratulations to them.
Looking at B women there, BR.
Yeah, mate. Benalla took on SYC again, and Benalla actually took the chocolates in this one. Michael.
Yeah, they did.
You don't look too pleased with that one.
No, not really.
Why not?
Oh, always like to see SYC on the winner's side of the
on the winning side of the ledger.
Yeah. A few players from the B women team were fielded up in the A grade team to help keep them on the pitch and make them feel
up.
Yeah, and there were a couple who only played the A grade game, so the B women were undermanned. But
it makes it hard.
It does, but not to make any excuses. Benalla turned up and put on a great show.
Fantastic. Tui, your side had the bye?
Yep, we did, and the Echuca Cobram team beat Strikers 5-0, which was a pretty good result for them as well.
So some pretty good results come out of the weekend there.
Yeah, some good goal scoring, and I suppose the closest one was your B grade side against Benalla for the whole weekend, pretty much.
Yeah, it's getting to that time of year where everyone's starting to get into their stride, and
with finals coming up and all that sort of thing as well. So, hey, before we get going, Michael, let's have a quick look at what happened during the week with the Aussie, with the HOCKEYROO'S. Managed to make it through to the quarterfinals.
They did. Scoreless game, so against Argentina.
Kiwis? Sorry, they beat the Kiwi. They got through. Was it scoreless or 1-1 with the Kiwis? I think it was 1-1.
I'm looking at a different game.
Yeah, no, that's right. That was that was last Sunday. We spoke about. Yeah,
yes.
The Kiwis, and I think they played. I think they played 1-1 with the Black Sticks, and then against Argentina on Thursday morning. Yep.
0-0. Then went to a penalty shootout where Australia won 4-3 with Brooke Paris scoring a fantastic goal to put us through to the next stage.
And we play either the Dutch or the English. I believe. Yeah. So that'll be a really good game to try and get up and see.
Yeah.
The other quarterfinal, Spain 1-0 over Germany, and that looked like it was scored late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. You never want a finals game to be 0-0 because all it takes is one lucky touch or one lucky moment, and in you go.
Like it was.
Oh, yeah. Just amazing skill. Fantastic to see. Women's sport. Like, that's just phenomenal, the goal that was scored.
Tell you what, the Dutch reminded me of watching you guys during the week as well. They took on Italy and 12.
And Italy were doing a lot of picking the ball up out of the goals and
12-1
to the middle. Yeah.
So unfortunately, but they made it through to the crossover stage, which was probably the first time that they did that.
Yeah, and not necessarily something that was tipped before the tournament started.
No, so that's been a pretty good job by them. Awesome.
Anything
else?
No.